Hello my friends, my name is DragonHeart, the Prince of Wales. It's Friday, let's talk gaming. So welcome everyone, I hope you're well. If you enjoy this video, it would mean a lot to me if you could drop a like and do things like that, because that might help the channel, it might help me. I'm enjoying making these videos. I've been pretty consistent thus far. I think I missed one week since I started, so I've done 11 episodes I think in a 12-week period. That's not bad. And so yeah, any help that you can drop on these videos and stuff would be great, because I'm enjoying making them, and it's nice to keep my hand in with YouTube and doing something creatively. But in today's video, as you'll know from the title, we're going to be talking about big gaming sales. So I should have done this video 2 weeks ago because we had Black Friday 2 weeks ago, and I want you guys to think about what video games that you've had in the past, ones that you've bought in sales, whether it be big discounts like 50% off, 75% off, gaming collections where there's been big money off, whether it be Steam winter sales or Steam summer sales or Halloween sales, things like that, or games where you've got really good deals like 3 for 2 or things like that. Think of a game that you've had, whether it be on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, whatever that case may be, and think about what game you can recommend as a really almost hard to accept kind of deal. Do you know what I mean? So think of an instance in your gaming history, in recent memory or maybe years ago, a game that you saw and you bought, you thought that's too good to be true. It could even be an eBay sale, something you've gone on eBay or something and you've seen somebody selling a game and you've bought it and you think, oh my god, they've actually sold this for this price, that's insane. Have a think and let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are and what sort of experiences you've had with really good gaming sales. So as I've mentioned at the start of this video, Black Friday was 2 weeks ago and I had an inkling to get myself a new video game, because at the very least have a look at the market, see what's going on, see what's available. There's a game that I had my eye on for a while, for a few months actually, since it was announced really previously on the PS5, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy is a game that or film I should say rather, that I really enjoy. I like Marvel and I like DC. I like superhero stuff. I'm not super duper into it. I haven't got like every single comic under the sun. I haven't got posters everywhere of Iron Man and things like that, but I quite like the films. I quite like some of the video games. I've started playing Miles Morales recently, which is pretty good. And Guardians of the Galaxy I wanted to get because I enjoy the Guardians, I enjoy those films a lot, and I've also already got a platinum trophy on my PlayStation account for a previous Guardians of the Galaxy game, and that was Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy. So instantly this is a game that I was really interested in getting, and when it was released in October it was £60 to £65 depending on where you shop, which is quite steep for a video game. You know, video games are really pricey these days. The price just keeps going up and up, which is to be expected with, you know, things being done differently with consoles. You know, you've got ray tracing and SSD stuff that's been added, and next gen again it'll be more stuff added, and the more stuff gets developed and improved, the more pricier things are going to be. That's just how things work, unfortunately. But I wanted to get this game, but didn't want to pay full price for it. So I waited. I didn't get it on release or anything. I had a couple of other games to, you know, tie me over for the meantime. I finished off Ghost of Tsushima. I've started Miles Morales, as I mentioned. So I had a little look. Now, I mentioned in a previous episode on this series that I have a game loyalty card, a game reward card, and I had some money on that already, which I hadn't used, just stored away. So I went on Games website on Black Friday and I had a look, and they had Far Cry 6, which again is a game that came out this year, came out in October. I've played the previous ones. I've played 5 this year, and I also played New Dawn. I finished them with my friends Mike Enigma. But I was really interested in Far Cry 6. That was reduced to like £40, I think. Again, from a £60-65 game to 40, that's not bad. And then there was also Guardians of the Galaxy. Now this was reduced from 60-65 down to £30. I thought that's really good. That's almost too good to be true. Is it going to be that price again? I mean, it might be, but it might be 3 or 4 years time where you'll start seeing it that price. I might just get this. So I went on there, clicked on it, and sure enough, I bought Guardians of the Galaxy. Pretty cool. Haven't played it yet. Anyway, there's the disc just to show you. So I got Guardians of the Galaxy. and I'm looking forward to playing it. That's going to be on my backlog now to play. So it was down to 30, like I said, and I had points on it, so I used the points. So the grand total, drum roll, was £22 with delivery. So that's really, really good. £22 with delivery for a game that came out in October. I mean, there are some alarm bells, sure, because why is it reduced so heavily when it's brand new? That's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. I've watched reviews from people I trust. Some of them are good, some of them are not good. Some of them are saying the combat in the game isn't spectacular and it could have been improved, but the general story and feel of it is really good and authentic to the Guardians, which is what I'm interested in. But also the fact I bought it at such a cheap price means that if I don't like it, I could always sell it on eBay or something, and I'd more than make my money back because of the amount of money I paid for it in the first place. So I'm not going to do that because I've turned over a new leaf, and I've said previously on this channel that I'm going to keep all my PlayStation purchases now on PS5. I'm not going to sell any games anymore. I'm keeping everything in my collection. I want to build a collection. So I'm not selling it. I'm going to play it when I get a chance. So £22 for that game is pretty good. But there's more. It didn't just get Guardians of the Galaxy for £22. I also had the Steelbook that came with it for free. So this is kind of weird because I've had Steelbooks in the past, like special editions of games. I've done it in the past with just dropped the game. I've done it in the past with like Assassin's Creed Black Flag and stuff, where you get the Steelbook and then you open it up and you get like the soundtrack and things like that, and like leaflets with artwork and stuff, concept art, that sort of thing. On Games website, in the basket, when you click on the deal and you add it to the trolley and you go and pay, it comes up as £10 Steelbook, and then next to it, discount free. So you literally get this retails at £10, but you get it for free. So it's lovely artwork on it. You've got the Guardians, you've got Groot, you've got Gamora, and you've got all of them on there. You've got Rocket at the bottom, and yeah, it looks lovely. It looks like lovely artwork, and then it goes onto the back. Then you've got some character on the back, and it's all shiny. It's all fit in with the Guardians, and you've got then the Guardians of the Galaxy thing there, and you open it up. Apart from my receipt and stuff, which you've got in by year, I always tend to keep my receipt stored away in my games somewhere. Apart from that, let's move out the way. It's just empty that side, and it's just an empty disc that side. I find it strange because I would have thought with a Steelbook edition of something, you'd get the disc in the Steelbook and maybe get something else with it. Maybe that's why this was part of the deal and quite cheap, because no one's really buying this on its own. Because why would you buy a Steelbook on its own without content with it? Because the Steelbook, it sort of accompanies the content. For example, I've got Black Flag that I mentioned before, and I've had Unity in the past, and it's a Steelbook which is a bit bigger than this one. You get the disc, and you get other bits and pieces with it. You usually get like a DLC code for an extra couple of missions, an extra couple of uniforms and stuff. You'll get a soundtrack disc for all the game music, which is a really cool thing to have. And then you get some concept art and things like that. And that's usually a pretty good little Steelbook collection, which is pretty standard in most kind of gaming things that I've come across, certainly. So it's a bit of a weird deal. I mean, I appreciate it, and it's nice to look at, but that's all I'm ever going to do is look at it and just go, oh, that's nice. I mean, I didn't pay for it. It was a free part of the deal, so I'm not complaining too much, especially when it's free. If I had to pay for it, I would have been a bit like, But I paid for the game, but you get my point. It's kind of strange how that kind of occurred. So, yeah, a bit perplexed that I have a game that I'm looking forward to playing, and I have a Steelbook that I'm never going to use. Put it on eBay for a tenner, get £10 back. I mean, it fits nicely in my collection downstairs. So if it actually like it's the right size, if I put them side by side by here, it's the same size as a disc as well, so you can put it in. I got a little tray downstairs with the PlayStation where I keep all my discs on, my covers for my discs. So it slots in there nicely. It's not too big for it, so it'll be there to never be looked at or used. Yeah, the game itself, I should quickly mention, it's Square Enix. It's not actually PlayStation Studios and Insomniac, which worked on the Spider-Man games. It is in fact Eidos Montreal and Square Enix. I don't mind Square Enix. I've enjoyed their Tomb Raider games in recent history, amongst some of the other stuff. And like I said, I'm going to play it. I'm probably do some streams as well. So if you want to follow me on Twitch, I'm on Twitch. And I might do some streams of it. I probably won't play this now until January, I imagine, because I'm working through some of my other stuff. I'm also doing Assassin's Creed 2 at the moment as well. I do have some ideas for future videos, so I'm just going to give you a quick overview, I guess. My hat just fell on the floor, that's rude. Just going to give you a quick insight, into some ideas going forward for topics of the channel. I want to do a discussion video with my friend Mike regarding Far Cry and gaming and stuff like that. I want to do a discussion video with my friend Tom, where he talks about Xbox and gets a bit of an Xbox flavour in this series. I want to talk to my friend Lord Rex and talk about Ghost of Tsushima and have like a kind of a thought by thought or side by side, or like a big discussion / review type thing of that, like a critique almost, because we both enjoyed the game, both experienced it in different kind of ways, but also in similar ways and stuff like that. So they're like 3 different things I want to try and get done now over the next few weeks, and then certainly for the rest of this year and into next year, those videos will hopefully start appearing on the channel. I do want to talk about FIFA because I've done something naughty. I've actually gone and bought FIFA 22. Please don't hurt me. Mainly because I enjoy football, hence the Liverpool spiel that I'm wearing. I have a lot to say on FIFA and Pro Evolution Soccer, and to an extent Football Manager as well, but I'll do that in a dedicated video for that discussion. I won't bore you too much with the details of that. And I have some other thoughts and ideas as well about my favourite PlayStation games, top games of all time, gaming soundtracks and things like that. I've got a lot of ideas for lists and stuff. I also want to do a tier list with my wife Panda on the Assassin's Creed games, because I think some of our thoughts have changed on that recently as well. So lots of stuff I have planned for this series. So if you like the sound of that, then please do me your honour and drop a like on the video. Share it with your friends, do whatever you need to do with the video. You can't dislike him anymore because YouTube recently did an update and dismantled the dislike feature, so that's quite funny. So if you're trying to dislike bomb me now, the joke's on you, which has happened in my channel in the past as well, so that's quite interesting as well. And I guess we'll end it there. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, goodbye.